Welcome to Graeme Games. My name is Graeme. This is a game. Today I'm playing Solar Survivors. The game is out now. It's described as Bullet Heaven meets Bullet Hell, so kind of like that Horde survival, Vampire Survivors-y thing going on. And then Bullet Hell, same as you're used to. Greetings, pilot. High Priest Ximenez has... Yeah, I read that, right? I've hesitated, and it's fine. Has deemed you worthy of upgrade to a Heaven-class starship. You may pick which vessel befits you. Stifle your pride, lest you be whipped. There's really a lot on the line there. Long live Eden, long live the theocracy. The High Priest was right to choose me. I speak not from pride, but because of all his decisions are divine. But because all his... Say nothing, then pick your ship. Select your starship from the list of approved models. Would that have affected the 3 responses there? They are all equally effective at killing rebels. The Star Sparrow, the Light Fox, Bastion, and the Cyber Owl. I like the name Cyber Owl. All of them were cool, though, in design and name. The OXAF-61, the speaker pauses and glances at his documents. Huh. That ship model wasn't supposed to be on the list. Someone made a mistake and must be punished by whip. All this space stuff, and everyone's just whipping each other all the time? Perhaps it should be you. Yes, I will accept punishment in exchange for that ship. I was going to whip myself later anyway. The God Emperors of Eden do not make mistakes. That ship was destined to be mine, and our gods willed it on the list. Say nothing, but eye the speaker's whip cautiously. Yeah, I'll accept my punishment. Wait, what just happened? That was a strange way of opening everything, and apparently it wasn't even the menu. So, Blaster, Spread, Heat Seeker. Do I get all of these? Blaster. That was the one thing. I chose that one thing. Kedishim, City of False Prophets, the only one I can go to. The barren, tired deserts of dust hide the planet's secret, a rich antimatter core locked in magnetic stasis. Upon its discovery, the small mining outpost of Kedishim was thrust into the galactic stage. The merchant princes wielded renewed influences from atop mountains of unattainable wealth. A small army of profane have amassed on the outskirts of Kedishim. They seek refuge, but they are misguided. Our trade agreement with the Princes of Dust allow our priests full military discretion in matters of faith. Surveillance drones indicate the rebel flagship is 15 minutes away. Survive and purify. So 15 minutes is my target. Defeat 100% of enemies for the first 3.5 minutes. Kill the stage 1 boss in 7 seconds or less. Reach bonus level 20. Clear the stage 10 times. I think this will be mostly auto shooting. It is. And very much a SHMUP format of like the side-scrolling sort of thing. The triplet firing is just happening on its own. That must have been what I chose in the loadout. Spread Needle fires a forward-facing blast of bullets. Weapon when upgraded. So, they all start at level 1. So... The Blaster. The Blaster is what I have. 3 bullets, cooldown, fire rate. Okay. The AI Recharger, improve all cooldowns, or the Double Cannon, plus 2 bullets. And you get to choose where you'd apply it to. The fact that you can customize that a little bit is actually pretty damn cool. There's maybe a simplicity in the enemy artwork, and I don't think I mind at all, because everything else about the background and all that does look really cool. Is my camera out of focus? I think it might have been. Back at it. Extra HP, improve cooldowns as well, by 2% of max HP. So the way that one layers together is pretty cool. So there seems to be maybe a offensive loadout here, and then like upgrades, and I'm not sure exactly, but it seems like they're categorized a little bit. Fires homing missile and the double cannon global buff. Let's do the heat seeking first. I feel like that'll help with kind of cleaning up a few things, as I tend to be relatively inaccurate. Well, it's a little soon to say, but I'm suspecting. Yeah, I really think the 3D backgrounds are effective. They look cool. It's simple, but it's stylized and adds quite a lot. My ship is weirdly dark, though. It's like notably darker than when I selected it. I thought it looked better when it was more white. Fires, the spread, the piercing. That's pretty cool, actually. That would make a big difference, I think, because enemies are frequently, like, coming at me in a line. And so if I'm piercing them, triple bullets, and then maybe not every one of my shots actually hits. Okay. It didn't take long to start fighting things that actually have real pockets of health. The ones that were ducking in and out of the screen, I thought it was the same ones coming back over and over again, and I'm suspecting maybe that's not actually how that was working. Heat Seeker Prime, improve cooldown. Wait, I would probably get to choose, or no, that it specifically is the Heat Seeker. Improve all cooldowns, improve all fire rates. How exactly the cooldown versus fire rate compares, I'm not entirely certain. There's a lot of things shooting at me all at once. But I have to figure some combination of fire rate and cooldown will be worth having. Wait. Oh yeah, okay. My burst shot and my homing thing are very separate. It didn't add homing to the burst fire. That's how I would have assumed it worked, and that's seemingly pretty confirmed. 15 minutes. It should be pretty easy to maintain. Although the kill 100% of enemies for the first 3.5 minutes, 1 minute in, there was things that had so much health I wasn't even close to, so that was not working out. Well, let's add the spread needle, because now I will have 3 different means of dealing damage. And they'll all be benefiting from some of those global upgrades. I'll have the doubling up bullets thing and the better cooldowns and such. So I should be able to kind of rip through things. That's going pretty well, I would say. Let's keep going on the quick draw. Let's just try and get as many projectiles going as possible. Okay, we're already on to a boss here. I'm hoping I don't think he has a health pool or anything. It's 2 arm lasers. Interesting that the enemies that are coming into play are still just kind of doing like left to right scrolling. There's like a simplicity there. Improve cooldown, or let's do the global projectile buff again. Just maxing out number of projectiles I think is like kind of a worthwhile investment. Yeah, look at all those. How are you supposed to kill 100% of those? It's a lot coming at you. Loot. Experience, heal some, or gain some gold. The fact that it calls it crypto gold, I'm not playing a crypto game, am I? I assume not. I don't see gold anywhere on screen. I will take it, and we'll see if that matters maybe like between runs. It's probably like a between run currency of some kind. A lot coming at us. Alright, feeling groovy. And kind of just checking out some of the cool, like, things in the background there. I'm really glad I have the heat seekers now to deal with the ones coming up from behind me. Otherwise, I assume I would just kind of have to wait for them to get in front of me. Which is slowly starting to happen, but... Yikes, this game really... it does a good job. It does a good job of building up the odds against you. So I'd say that's to the game's credit so far from what I've seen. This game, by the way, I'm, a few minutes in here. It had like 7 reviews on Steam or something like that. It was a very under-reviewed game, relatively unknown. And so I'd like to try and include things like that on the channel here, give them a chance. Improve all damage by 4%, plus 25% bullets. Oh, that would be the next upgrade of that thing. Let's do raised damage. Now that more and more enemies are starting to show up that seemingly have these extra health pools. Wow, I'm very, very trapped in a little pocket there. Oh, wow. Okay. Really not holding back on me, are you there? Nice. I had the tiniest little pocket to squeeze through, managed to slip in. I'm enjoying this quite a lot. Improve cooldown some more. Cooldown and fire rate. I'm still not entirely certain. Because, like, I would think of those as meaning the same thing. Or like I would think of cooldown as being specific to spells and fire rate being your weapons, but it's all the same. Well, this time I guess I'll just grab experience. The heal 1 HP every 3 seconds. Wow, that should keep me alive for quite a long time, actually. I think probably I'm not too far away from a point in the game where I'm going to start getting hammered on pretty heavily here, but for the time being, that seems like a humongous bonus. Let me just stand like directly in front of this thing so as many projectiles of mine as possible are making contact. Now I kind of want to lure that over to the other side of the screen, I think. Let's get a percentage. Oh, I have to choose. I don't know how it decides when I get to choose that. The blaster, the spread. I would get the most out of it with the spread because the spread is already the highest bullet count, so if it's percentage based, I think that'll be the best spot to use that. Now I just want to try and point blank blast this some more. I don't know if it is based on... Wow, that was a lot going on. I'm very distracted. Okay, I think I slipped through that okay. I don't know if it's a timing thing. That boss must have health. It must still be a health-based thing. Wow. Attempting to kill all of that? Seemingly impossible. That was really just stay alive for a minute. You're the type of ship that drops the little bonuses and things. I definitely want to try and take you out as quick as I can. I do like that you have a health bar on top of your ship when you're taking damage, so you can really quickly see. I don't really think I need to worry about that too much, at least not right away. Oh, which one did I select? Well, let's apply it to the heat seeker. Yeah, I don't understand why some are applied to specific weapons. It might be clear. I just haven't clicked with it yet. Now we're talking. Now we're a little bit more of a proper damage dealer. So I think your specific ship doesn't matter so much. It's not. I don't think it's the same thing as like having a different types of characters to start with. It's kind of just for the look of it. And so I'm okay with that. And then the loadout is the thing that you would change. So improve. Well, let's add 1 bullet to the blaster. Extraction success, legendary loot. 2 more weapon slots. Or bullets are now homing. Everything is 100% damage, 100% size. Reduce bullets. Like my size or the bullet size. Let's do everything is homing. Oh, it's not everything. It's not everything. But I'll do it to the needler because I'm shooting stupid amounts of bullets out of that. So I think that'll layer together and get really fun. Cool. The freedom to kind of fuse together your loadouts and things is cool. I've seen that in other games of this emergent subgenre, but I think this one is handling it really well. I just decided to ram that. I just kind of need to accept the damage now and again in this game with this amount of stuff on screen. I've had a few pretty good narrow avoidances. Honestly, my homing needler kind of sucks. The bullets end up just kind of spreading out all over the screen. In this sequence with the boss fight, where there's so many things on screen, oh, it just kind of rammed me against the wall there. That was a really disappointing end point there. Things were just getting good. But yeah, they kind of weren't like agreeing on a target, and so the damage was spreading out in a way that wasn't really that helpful. So stage bonus, rewards, quite a bit of gold. Achievement, fail any stage, shop upgrade, hull. So you know what, we'll have a chance to see what sort of things we can be like spending money on, and so all of that is locked. Equipment, I can buy the hull. So okay, so you have to unlock them, then you can buy them. Interesting. So first things first, the hull. Plus 10 HP, fail any stage. Okay, and it does tell you what you need to do to unlock it. There's a lot to unlock, which is cool. That's great. Do you know what? One thing I really should check. This game is considered a full release. And it released not that long ago. So this is considered a fully complete, ready-to-play game, so judge accordingly. Explosive armor. After dealing crash damage, create a dark matter explosion. Deals damage equal to 3% of your max HP. Battering ram. Reduce incoming crash damage by 25%. Well, you know, that's the kind of amount of money I had, so why not? See, he looks cooler there. I like the look of him there. So equipment, I'll add the hull. That's all I got. Fashion. I can't even change that, huh? I don't know when you would unlock that stuff, or... engine speed. Fast and reckless. Crashing is the plan. Balanced for all builds. Slow movement speed for careful dodging. So you have access to all of that immediately. Purchase more slots. Okay, well, I at least got the equipment on there. The other thing, I guess, is a part of my loadout options. Yeah, there it is. Dark matter field. Damages nearby enemies. So it's almost like a melee one? Is that what that would be? So then there's the blaster. The spread invert. Fires a rear-facing blast of bullets. So I would have both. And Heatseeker Prime, Heatseeker Omega. After taking damage, fire a mini Heatseeker. No, I like the firing in both damage. Both directions. So we can go back to here. Kill stage 1 boss 7 seconds or less. You would really, I guess maybe once you've upgraded in a bunch of different ways, maybe that's possible. Reach bonus level 20, and I've only had one. So I don't even really know where the bonus levels are coming from. This is a good place to start. I can see what the dark matter field is all about. Can I? There it is. There, just hadn't started pulsing quite yet. So yeah, that's... Or maybe it's only when things are near you. That might be what it is. Let's add more to the front first. That's kind of cool, though. It makes me think very much like Azazel and Isaac. I would like to add a weapon type that, like the burst fire, that shoots directly in front of me. Because that's the thing with the spreader, is that you're creating this gap right in the middle there. That's a little bit worrisome. Let's send that one backwards. I guess now that's quite a good backwards defense. That'll make a big difference in later stages of the game. And for now, I'll just focus on the front. Yeah, see, those are like impossible to kill. I don't know if they're counting those as what, like the same enemy type. Like, are those the same 6 I just saw? Probably not. God, you would have to. I pressed too many keyboard buttons at once in the panic there, and I just stopped moving. +2 to the. I don't know what that would do to the dark matter field. That's kind of interesting that that's even an option. The damage of this weapon is poor, not so good. I would love to see that upgraded. As soon as I can invest in damage, I will. I would be really curious. I'm probably just looking at screenshots. I was going to say I'd be curious to see the other areas of this game. Yeah, because I think the environmental art is neat. Well done. Global buff. Probably just go for that, yeah? Oh, and you start increasing the size. So the dark matter field, whatever it's called, is very, very much your garlic of this game. I just realized I used up all the weapon slots already, so that I'm stuck with these 3 things until such time as I can expand that. Larger size for this then. If that's going to be the case, and considering I've seen how close of quarters these combats become, I think I'll be really grateful to have that. So let's get... Oh, do you know what? I can just get the... I can let the dark matter do a bunch of this for me. Is that going over well? Dang, man, the way they kind of battering ram you, they do quite a lot of damage with that. So I should stop trying to get so up in its business. Where's the healing thing? Yes, please. I'll take the healing thing now. I'll try and fight a little bit more responsibly. Dang, son. Boss has quite a lot of health. I'd love to know how much health the boss has. There we go. the weapon slots. Let's do it. Let's upgrade that and get a little bit more going. Because I think I don't have the deadliest arsenal at the moment. There are seemingly better damage dealers in this game, even on my based on my limited experience. So they do not always drop experience. I don't know if I had properly... What is going on there? I was like kept moving up in a way that I was not controlling. Probably a computer issue more than a game issue. +2 damage. I kind of just want it to keep getting bigger. Bullets. Let's add that to the regular spread needle. Although now all of a sudden I'm getting a lot coming up behind me. Having the backwards firing option makes a big difference. Lot less to have to think about. That's a lot of bullets being spread on the screen and a lot of enemies that succumb to like 1 damage. Improved cooldown on the needler. See, that's a funny thing, is I've improved the cooldown, yet both the needler and the invert are shooting at exactly the same speed. So that doesn't seem to have worked the way I would expect it to. Let's take more health and better cooldowns. Sure, why not? I'm taking a lot of damage, so it seems like it would be worthwhile. Blaster. There we go. Now I got my forward line, front straight shots filling in that little gap again. Which is exactly what I wanted. Feel good about that. Parked myself right next to it here. That was hella effective, so let's just keep doing that. Whoop. Oh wait, it's a little speedy, but it's working out well for me, I think. Just trying not to put any pressure on myself to actually go scoop all that up as it's coming. Dang, son, you got a lot of health. And I know that there's still like additional variants on this boss coming for me. Dang, I got body checked really hard again. The improved damage? Very minimally improved damage, but sure, why not? Having that piercing would be good. But maybe the piercing was specific to the burst weapon, not a global thing. Okay, getting that boss down is good news for me. I kind of have to just blast my way through those there. That didn't go so well. Maybe that wasn't like the best way through that. Ooh, but I definitely want that. Heal. Let's just try and stay alive a little bit. This is probably my last attempt on camera here, so I figure let's try and focus on living so we can see a little bit more of the game together. Really try to make sure at least 1/4 of the needlers are focused pretty hard on this guy here. Whatever, let's just go gather up some XP. There's so much of that floating around. Improve cooldown. I could add the piercing to that now. Let's do that. Let's get the pierce involved. There we go. Finally took that down. I'm just gonna heal again. The meta currency, yeah, that was, you gotta be feeling pretty confident in your run. Gotta be at like full health for that one. This section I like. This is forgiving, and I'm doing well, I think. Extra blaster bullets, sure. Cool. The loadout took shape nice and quickly. I do not understand when you get to do when you get to apply an upgrade to a specific thing. I still don't really understand when that is. The frequency with which you kind of just end up surrounded by these orange projectiles is pretty rough. And there's like not a lot I can do about it. I just got so jammed in that corner there. I wish I had some way of clearing projectiles off the screen. Whether that's a default thing available or if something I could have got, or maybe you eventually upgrade that or whatever. Which, that kind of ends up right on the line here, where now I don't have the means to buy any of these. Clear stages without specific things. 22,000 experience, but I've only gathered about 300 and some. So some of these are clearly meant for like longer term that you're building towards. I think there's a fair amount of polish here. I think the game plays well. I think it's simplistic, but there's clearly a lot to see and a lot to upgrade. I'm just glancing at the screenshots. Wow, some of these, the bullet hellness of it looks mental. The other areas of the game look cool. The reviews the game has gotten have been very, very positive. It is only like a $5 game. So that's another thing, is that you can pick it up for like dirt cheap. And that's not even on sale. So, you know, could be worth it. If this seems like right up your alley, then yeah, I think I would totally recommend it based on what I saw there. It seems like it has quite a lot on offer. If you're okay with kind of fighting your way up through the meta progression of the game, then yeah, could be worth checking out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.